Welcome back to the restaurant show. Well, I hope you've already had lunch or dinner because we're moving on to treats and sweets. And who better to talk to us about that than Angela, who joins us from New Glarus Bakery. And
Hi.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for the invite.
I'm always up for sweets, so I'm excited to learn about this. I have not ever heard of what we're going to make today. I'm going to give it a whirl, but it's shusola.
Shusola, and I know you've heard of these.
Okay.
They're traditionally called elephant ears, but
Aha.
for our bakery, we call them shusolas.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what's the reason behind the
Or
name?
crispy. I think it was just a catchphrase that was used years ago, and it stuck, and
It's like an old tradition that
it
is
is
just worn into the
It
place
is.
now. Okay,
Exactly.
I love it.
And the way we roll them out is we try to measure them to shoe size.
Ah, okay, perfect.
So yeah, so we're ready to go
There's
there.
a rhyme to the reason. There's
the
a reason to
reason.
the rhyme. I love it.
Exactly, exactly.
Fantastic. So walk us through what we're going to do here. Is this something? How tough is this? It already looks complicated. You've got all kinds of things swirled in here.
Yeah. Have you ever made cinnamon rolls at home?
I haven't.
Okay, so when you make cinnamon rolls, you roll out the dough to a certain thickness and you douse it with cinnamon and sugar mixture.
Okay.
And then you roll it up.
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
So we do that with our
Same kind of
shusolas.
process.
Yep, same concept. In fact, if you could see, we add pecans to the inside of ours.
Oh, thank you. I love a good pecan.
Yes,
Okay,
they
fabulous.
are awesome. So what we do is we roll them up with pecans, and if you notice, the layers are pretty tight all the way around.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. And we actually make these a day before we actually roll them.
Okay.
Because the dough needs to chill. It needs to relax, kind of calm down after being worked on. Otherwise, it's not gonna flow on the sheet like
It's
I
so
will show
interesting
you.
that you say that because we were talking before we started, and we'll touch on this in a second, but each item really has sort of a timeline in which you need to start.
It does.
So certain
It
things
does.
need to sit for a day or even longer
Correct. Yes.
to be sort of at the right place. And so this is a day before process.
When we actually do this, yes.
Okay.
To start from the beginning, this is made out of our own signature puff pastry. Not everybody makes their own puff pastry items. They could buy it from the store and make their own at home, which would work great too.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes when you buy a crispy or an elephant ear, it's made with a Danish dough, which is, it's multi-layered, but it's not as flaky, it's not as crunchy. It's a little more on the chewy side. But we use our puff pastry dough, and our puff pastry actually needs to be made about 2 days in advance as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
really, this is a several-day process before we get it to you.
Wow, okay. So we didn't start on day one. We're actually kind of coming in
We're
on
on day
three.
three.
Okay,
We are
for
on
the sake
day
of time
three.
and you at
Yes.
home. Yeah, all right,
Yes.
perfect. I love it.
So what we do is, if you've been to the shop and you see these on the trays, they're usually massive. And it has a lot of sugar on there. And we actually have weighed it too, is that by the time it's all done and said, there's about almost a quarter pound of sugar on these things.
Is there really?
Yes, but people love them, absolutely love them. They're fantastic as they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's a challenge to eat because you can't eat these without getting messy.
No,
There's
that's the best.
Yeah, there's
I
no
love
way
that.
around that. Some people take the crumbs and they even put them over vanilla ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
So,
you
yeah.
can even use the crumbs. I love
Yes,
that.
you can use the
Okay.
crumbs. The crumbs are edible.
There's no waste here. Yeah. Okay.
No, there's plenty of waste.
You know what I meant. All right. So that's fabulous. So we plop it right in the sugar.
Yes, and the sugar we reuse, as you can probably see, there's some pecan pieces in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we don't waste a whole lot. So we're gonna plop it in the sugar, and then I'm going to bury it.
This is almost like a beach sand project
Yes,
now.
it is. Yep.
You can get the kids involved.
Very heavy rolling pin.
Oh my goodness. May I? You can do curls.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Multi-purpose.
This is the workout day. So we're
Burn
actually-
off your calories before you even have one.
Exactly. So I'm going to roll this guy out.
Oh, how fun is that? Right into the sugar.
Yep. Okay.
Beautiful.
Then I'm going to maneuver this
About
guy.
shoe size.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Say so.
We're getting there. Yeah.
Depending on your feet.
Yeah. So
I love a good eyeball measure too. About shoe size.
Yeah.
You don't need a measuring tape. Just
Yep.
approximate. Okay.
So we're rolling it right into the sugar. And I'm
Beautiful.
actually going to flip this around. We're making a baby one today.
I think it's cute.
Yeah. We're just going to kind of give it some girth.
Okay. So get a little
Okay.
wider there.
Yep. So we're all done. A nice piece of dough.
Beautiful. You make it look so easy.
And then we're going to plop it on a pan and then we bake them.
Bake. Oh,
They bake for about
that's
20
fantastic.
minutes.
Okay.
And that's what they end up looking
And
like.
here they are. And now, yes, more familiar with this right here.
Yes.
The traditional
Yes.
elephant ear. as
Yes,
they're
exactly.
traditionally called, but
Yes.
shusola at New Glarus Bakery. Fantastic. Now, holidays are coming up around
They
the
sure are.
corner.
Yep.
Well, there's an item that I'm greatly looking forward to. I've already picked Angela's brain a little before we started about this. It's the holiday stollen.
Exactly.
Okay, first of all, what is this? Because this needs a little bit of introduction for me.
Yes. It is a 1 pound, 8 ounce loaf that we make with marzipan, a lot of butter, spices from Europe, and we have our rum-soaked raisins and more almonds.
This is like a hearty, rich holiday treat.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah.
And we form it into a loaf, but before we finish that loaf off, we add a strip of marzipan, which is almond paste. And we put the strip in there, and then we seal it, and then we proof it and we bake it. And then the finale is dipping it in a big vat of butter and powdered sugar, and then we package it up. And then we freeze it, and we try to keep it in the freezer for a good 2 to 3 weeks because, like a fine wine, you have to let it mellow,
Right.
ferment a little bit, or become more flavorful.
Sure. Well, that's what it's in there doing, right? I mean,
Exactly.
it's essentially marinating in all of its
Exactly.
flavors. But that's so interesting to me that it's 3 weeks is really the process.
We
So-
try. Yes, we do 186 loaves in a day. And we have our little assembly line going, and we
Yeah.
hand roll every single one. There's not a machine that does any of that. We cut the dough through a machine, however, we hand roll every single one. And myself and my night baker, Eric, he and I have been a staple of this tradition for 12 years. Prior to that, Howard and Nancy Weber had the bakery, and they started the Stollen tradition about the time frame that they took over the bakery in the late 70s.
That's incredible. Well, I greatly look forward to that one. Not only can you get it at the bakery, but you're also shipping these too, so great gifts.
We do. As of November 1st, it's available. We ship United States wide. We do ship to Alaska, Puerto Rico, Hawaii. We have quite a few customers throughout the year, and we ship about 1,400 loaves a year.
No big deal. Yeah,
big deal.
just 1,400 loaves, 3 weeks out. Yeah, no big deal. Well, you make me look like a rookie for sure. You are fabulous. This is wonderful. Thank you for sharing the shusola, and make sure you get in there early for the holiday stollen November 1st.
You bet.
So
You
can't
bet.
wait. Thank you so much, Angela from New Glarus Bakery. Thank you. We'll be right back with more restaurant shows, so stick with us.